Hello, welcome to the Funko Illuminati. My name is Sean, and basically, this is just as I always do, my lunch break. Do a little talking, basically, share what's going on. I'm gonna turn that down because I'm sure you guys don't need to hear my computer. All right, so let's see what's going on right now in the world. All right, so I saw some interesting stuff was being put out earlier, actually by GameStop, which hopefully means that it'll be showing up here in can oh actually yeah this I wanted to talk about. Okay, so just 2 seconds, please. Just want to bring that over there, and we can just shift this over to that screen, and so here we are. 11 that. All right. So, I noticed this was on for the Funko shop today at 11 a.m., which would be 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, has anybody here thought about getting this? I mean, I like Masters of the Universe. Hey, hashtag Larry. Uh, Hey Andrew, welcome, man. By the way, if anybody, this live stream is for anybody who wants to come on. So if you guys want to come on, let me know. Just send me a message on Instagram directly, and I'll send you the link to the Streamyard. So I was looking at this 10-inch pop size Skeletor. I think it's a really cool looking pop. Definitely not one I want, just because honestly the 10-inch pops are insanely expensive to get here. I got one of the very first ones that came up on the Funko shop. That was the Tony the Tiger, and after all is said and done, it cost me about $70 Canadian to get it over here. So not excuse me, sorry, not something I definitely want to be doing again. Now I think it's a pretty decent looking pop. Kind of curious how many people, if it even sold out. I don't even think it did. Let me check, because morbid curiosity has got the best of me in this case. Oh, you know what? Hashtag let's fix something too while we're here. There you go. You got a hammer now, mate. Nope, still available. So I get a feeling it's going to be there for a while at least. The other thing I thought was pretty cool was I noticed this too, the Marvel box. I guess that's the Abomination. I mean, it kind of looks like Killer Croc. I don't know what to say really. But in the box is pretty blasé. As Funko Finder said, this box is an abomination. I will definitely say that it's not something I particularly care for. I mean, it's not bad, but I mean, I get why they're doing it, because honestly, I know for a fact that a lot of stores, their mystery boxes don't. You're welcome, Larry. Not a problem, man. A lot of these boxes, especially when they were mystery boxes, nobody was buying them. They would literally just sit there collecting dust. Nobody wanted them. So at least in this case, if they do it this way, they can still hopefully make a bit of money off of that, and people are aware of what the product is inside. I mean, I personally, I like Marvel. I'm more Marvel. DC will always be the two that I will gladly polarize towards, but this here is definitely not something it looks like a failed Killer Croc mold is what it looks like to me. I like the Iron Man keychain, and I don't understand the three-toed sloth. Possibly it's something in the game that I'm not aware of, but overall it's not something I want. That's definitely. The other thing that caught my interest was the where is it? Yes, this looks pretty cool. I guess they're gonna start doing this now that now the Star Wars has taken off, as well as they did the Nightmare Before Christmas. So I guess they're gonna be doing more of these Frutora type. I'm just kind of curious as to how they're gonna do that up. Are they gonna do it? Is it gonna be what's the word I'm looking for? Are they gonna like slowly? Because right now, from what I can see here, obviously, if they're doing Bugs Bunny, that means they got access to the DC catalog, and hopefully, maybe if that's the case, they're going to maybe do some maybe some Batman. I don't know. It'd be kind of cool. Hey Titus, welcome, man. Welcome. How's it going on the other side there? Hopefully you're doing well, and same with your friends and family over there. I know right now it's a wee bit hot over here. Oh, and if anybody's wondering why my luscious locks are off to the side, my last hairband for the night, not the night, for the day broke. So I have tomorrow off and I am definitely buying some more because I can't stand having my hair out like this. It is driving me through the friggin' roof right now. Um 3 in the morning. Wow, man. Well, I shouldn't make comments. I know I was up at 3 in the morning, but that was just because not able to sleep. Now, this bothered me. Still waiting for the Chris. Hey, Jaden, welcome, man. Welcome, and hey, Toy Ninja. So I tried ordering 5 of these, and Hot Topic would not sell to me, apparently, because where I'm at, which I think sucks because if it wasn't a pre-order, I could have easily bought in 5. Because I wanted to try my hand at Chaser Roulette with at least with this one, but hopefully that'll change. But obviously that's not the case right now. The other thing I wanted to point out too, that and I can't seem to find it on here, which I thought would have been here by now. Oh wow. Yeah, I have one of these on the way, and yeah, that glow is lackluster. I mean, he really had to zoom in on that just to get it. I mean, look at that. Has anyone else come across that with their anybody that's gotten this particular Iron Man? Have they come across that, noticing that the glow on it's kind of to keep it PC poopy? Because that is not cool. This here too. I want to get one of these. I've never actually had a chance to have I've had a Big Boy burger once. They're pretty decent. I mean, honestly, it's it's your classic greasy spoon burger, at least in my. But I'd like to have one of these, at least one of them in my collection. I'm not fussy either or would be fine, or any of them really for the matter. But they are next to impossible to try to get here. Then I know we talked about the cans and the pre-orders. Also, I noticed too that there's and I guess he didn't post it here, but they're also be coming out with the Bugs Bunny Pops, which I thought were pretty cool. Looks like they're really, I guess now they're getting more into the Looney Tunes, getting more people that. Hey, Quick Draw, hey man, yeah, I agree with you. Actually, Larry said it best. The glow is not great at all. Hey, Quick Draw, welcome, man. That excuse me, I'm so sorry. The joys of when the weather is incredibly warm here. Yeah, I agree completely. The glow on that is not good. I've seen it from other people, especially here locally. And people have tried everything to maybe thinking that the glow might get better. Like for instance, I've seen people obviously UV lights they've used. I've seen other people do the outside in the sun. The weirdest one I heard was hot water, because apparently hot water is supposed to excite it, the chemicals in it to make it brighter. But either case, it's still pretty lackluster. Excuse me for a second. I apologize. The joys of being asthmatic. And doesn't help that it's incredibly hot. Hey, Christina, welcome. But yeah, so I mean, it's kind of I guess you'd say very lethargic glow. Hot water burns the baby. Well, I don't think you use boiling water. I think it's just like I saw somebody, they took a dish towel, not a dish towel, but a washcloth, put it in a microwave for like 10 seconds just to get it warm, and then press it against it, and it did nothing. I do know that from basic chemistry that I remember from high school, is warming things up will definitely hot water will definitely excite certain chemical reactions, and you can get some pretty cool things. But I don't think it works so well for glow in the darks. I just think someone was incredibly desperate. But I mean, it's. I mean, let's. Oh, hey, Mary, welcome. This live stream is a live stream that we do. Well, I do on my lunch breaks. I'm much like everyone else in the world that has, some people are working, some people aren't, but I'm currently working from home, so I get a 45-minute lunch break. So to basically to kill the time, interact with people, and catch up and have some good time. I do these live streams, and sometimes, and if it's people that I know well enough, they'll come on and we talk, we shoot the breeze for a bit, and then once my lunch is done, I go back to work. On the days that I'm not obviously working, I don't do the live streams. But right now we're just going over some of the newest stuff that came up on Funko that caught my interest. Right now, I do know that. And I lost YouTube. Oh, sweet. For some reason, I can't run StreamYard and YouTube at the same time. It's the weirdest thing. I'm gonna need to get some more water soon. But yeah, it's the weirdest thing. I have not been able to run both at the same time, and it's I don't know what the issue is. Yeah, I agree. I agree. The chases have not been the best. I don't understand their logic behind it. It seems very, I don't want to say counterintuitive. You think, like, okay, I get why now. I get why now if why people don't want to, sorry, how I got to think how to word this. I understand right now the reason why Funko may not necessarily be standing on all their legs and doing as well as they could is because for obvious reasons. But I mean, a lot of the stuff obviously had been brought into play by people thinking of it, people coming up with ideas, and then the design and coloring and all that other, and basically the steps it takes to make a product, a good product for that matter. You have to wonder who okayed some things this far back, and now that we're seeing them out, realize that maybe it wasn't such a great idea, maybe it wasn't so wise, maybe it wasn't the greatest conception of an idea. But I mean, overall, it could be worse. It could be considerably worse, but it would be nice. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, so far this year, when it comes to chases, the chases have been pretty, I would say, hit or miss, really. I mean, not as bad as last year. I think this year's a little better. But keep in mind, we're only into the middle of the year, so who's to say where it's going to be, in December. I know right now I haven't heard anything about what do you call it? If they're going to be coming out with any of the SDCC pops. I do see a lot of spoilers, but nobody really committing to anything particularly, which I get. It's not always going to be solid in that respect. I kind of hope that they do come out with it, because if I think, hold on, let's see if I can find that SDCC list. Okay. So if you're wondering why I'm looking this way, is because some people know, some people don't, but I have a 3-screen system. So I have a screen to the left and right of me, and I'm trying to see if SDCC, no. Okay, so, whoa, that just decided to catch up on me for some reason. Let's check me Facebook, because I know I saw, all right, so we'll go with, there we are. There we go. Let's see if I can find it. Because I saw some pretty interesting pops that were supposed to be coming out. Hold on just a second here. Skeletor. Yeah, we know about Skeletor. Wow. I'm starting to wonder if StreamYard uses a lot of bit bandwidth. Yeah. You know what? Actually, Larry brings up a really damn good point. I noticed that too. It's like, okay, I get it. Everybody in the world, doesn't matter whether you work for Funko, whether you're pumping gas or you run a corporation, everybody has an agenda. And eventually, given enough time in your respected field or vocation of life, your agenda can sometimes seep into whatever you're doing. But yeah, Brian M there, man, his agenda is definitely clear. That man has a love for Huckleberry Hound and Hanna-Barbera. I mean, that's a give me. I mean, A great example is I don't think. I mean, don't get me wrong. I watched a few cartoons with Chili Willy in them. I watched a few things with basically average Hanna Barbera stuff. Not all of it was great. Not all of it was bad. But I mean, at the same time, I'm never going to find this. At the same time, I wouldn't really consider them, like what's the word I'm looking for? I wouldn't consider them very, you know, the hallmark of my childhood, and especially Huckleberry Hound. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure for some people they loved that character, and they relate to it to a certain degree, but not to the point of having that many. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Larry. Hey, Larry, just to let you know, man, I sent you a direct message on Instagram if you're interested in coming on. But yeah, I agree with you completely. It seems more about what he wants as opposed to what the fans would want. I mean, I get it right now. Probably they have a very good reason for that because for obvious reasons, it's not going to the way things are right now. I don't. I can't seem to find it. Okay, I'm just gonna try something else here. Reddit, because when in doubt. But I mean, SDCC leak. I do see that. Yeah, a lot of his personal loves and interests are definitely shining through, and I think that's a little interesting to say the least. Okay. Oh, perhaps include the word Funko. And I think I might have found it 1 year ago. No, no, we want something within the last week. Okay, so clearly that's not going to happen. All right, sorry guys, I tried to find it. Yeah, no. Yeah, I hope he. Oh, your internet's still pretty wonky. Yeah, mine for some reason, just as of late, seems to be that way. I know I used to be able to run StreamYard and a few other things. What I'm probably gonna have to do at the end of the day, I might actually have to. Yeah, I'm looking for the SDCC list. I had it at one point, and for the life of me, I cannot seem to find it. And of course, it's one of those things when you want it, you can't find it. Funko. But so, I mean, it's actually kind of annoying right now, which I don't know why that is the case. Um, yeah, and of course, it pulls up the wrong one. Well then. Okay, cool, man. Yeah, if you have it and can send it to me on Instagram, that would be sweet, man. I appreciate it. Oh, 83, you have it on yours? Sweet. Okay. Larry, it's cool, man. I think 83 just said they have it on theirs. 83 Pop Talk, by the way, welcome and thank you. Okay, there we are. Anyways, for people that aren't hold on. For people that aren't aware, this the person who just helped me out here is 83 Pop Talk. They actually have their own YouTube channel. I recommend if you guys haven't subscribed to them, give them a chance. You'll really like it. I've done a shout out for them once before, but considering the fact that they kind of bailed me out right now, I appreciate that a lot. This is their Instagram as well too. If you don't have them on your Instagram, definitely subscribe to them. And let's take a look here, shall we? Okay, so here's what the possibilities are. We got anime, which seems to be a really good, strong go-getter right now. Oh, and Larry just sent it to me as well. And hold on. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. I apologize. And apparently some telemarketer wanted to call me. I thought it was something important. So anyways, let's ignore that. And so what we're looking at here is some of the pops that are going to be coming out that I want. I do want I want the Cyborg Superman. That is definitely one I want to get my hands on. The next one I want is the Mr. Freeze. Ra's al Ghul. Now, I'm kind of curious as to how that's going to be. Which version of they're going to go with? Are they going to go with the one that we know from the Batman movies, or are we going to go with Batman the animated series, comics? I mean, there's been so many different versions of him. I'm not even sure myself what they're going to go with. Now, then we got Wonder Woman with Tiara Boomerang. Kind of, I'm wondering how that's going to turn out because that could be pretty cool. Then of course you got your Fortnite pops. I mean, if anybody likes Fortnite, that's cool. Not my thing. That's for sure. Let's see. Then on top of that, we got Marvel Zombies, which is my thing and what something I definitely want. Dark Captain Marvel, that should be interesting. Nightcrawler, I want so badly because I mean, we don't really have enough Nightcrawler pops, and I think we could. Stanley Delivery Guy cameo. I remember somebody doing a custom of this once, and it looked really cool. So I'm kind of curious as to how that's going to turn out. Now, Zombie Thing 10-inch. Now, I know I just said I'm not a huge fan of the 10-inch pops. I will gladly be a hypocrite in this respect. This is one I want. However, the problem is that it's probably stateside, so I'm probably looking at another $70 investment. So it should be interesting. Excuse me for that. And Wade Deadpool. Kind of curious as to what that's going to be. I mean, is it going to be Deadpool without his costume and basically him in because usually when they draw him outside his costume, he's always in like what I call vacation clothing, shorts and a few SDs. Yeah. I know your wee one loves his Fortnite pops. You know what, to be honest with you, because I've been spending a lot of time home, I've been trying different games that I didn't think I would actually ever want to play or games that I had no interest in. So I tried Fortnite. Yeah. You know what? No, I'll stick to my Civilizations. And actually, I've been playing a lot of World War Z, a lot, and Animal Crossing, like an insane amount. But I'm so far behind on other people. It's ridiculous. My island looks like a third world country right now. But I digress. So movie pops too we're getting out of this. Island of Dog, Atari in Chief. Now, that is a movie I've been meaning to see. I'd like to see it. Anyone want to know what the mini puffs with? I don't know, honestly. I haven't tried the Ghostbusters minis. Like, you know me, I love my Ghostbuster pops. I have a movie prop. I have as many as I can get when it comes to their stuff, but I haven't tried the minis yet just because I hate gambling. Not because I'm against it, it's because I'm bad at it. If I was a good gambler, I would love gambling. I would appreciate it. I would, sing it to the highest hills, but I'm a horrible gambler. I mean, if you're looking to fleece somebody, I would be your person because I cannot gamble to save my life. Oh, okay. I don't think it's supposed to be an actual mini, just the name of it. Interesting. Yeah. Maybe it's like a paperweight, maybe. I don't know. Well, we'll find out. Back to the Future, Marty McFly checking his watch. I will want Jay and Silent Bob, Iron Bob. I will want, depending on how it looks. And of course, as we were just talking about, people's pet loves, another completely random Scott Pilgrim pop, Kim Pine this time. Now we got a DJ Steve. I'm not familiar with this guy, and I'm not even going to try to say the last name because I would rather embarrass myself in other forms and fashions. Then we have, let's see, we got, looks like another Hello Kitty pop, and then we have some Star Wars pops, which I think are kind of cool. Child with Silver Ball. Then television, we have Eastbound and Down, Kenny Powers, Master of the Universe, Blast Attack and Clawful, Samurai Jack, Simpsons comic book guy. Worst pop ever. The Boys. Now that is something I want to get because all the Boys pops have been pushed back until next year, which, decent on my wallet, that's for sure. then we have let's see, we got The Office, Thundar the Barbarian. I'd like to get Thundar itself. I don't think I need his. I don't think I need Okla the Mulk. That's definitely not something I want. Yeah, well, it's you have no idea. You have no idea. Especially at work when we have some agents with very what I would say unique names in the way that they're put out, and I don't try anymore. I really don't. It just it's so embarrassing. Uh, but yeah, I mean overall these look pretty decent. Um, but the other thing dude, it's cool. Don't worry about it. I'm not that I'm not that worried about it, Larry. It's cool. Honestly, actually to show you right now, let's see. Well, without showing you any me private information, I have two packages that oh, screw you, Canada Post. Make me a liar. Why don't you? Okay, so apparently two packages that were stuck in the next city over. One of them's out for delivery, and that would be Mike's package, apparently out for delivery as of 10:46, which was weird because I checked this just before lunch. And another package that no, that's not even Mike's. That's Funko Dad's. Another good channel too. If you guys get a chance, check him out. Great guy, beautiful little girl, very funny, especially how she injects herself into his videos. I really think it's funny. Um, although some days I'm sure he thinks otherwise. But yeah, then I have another package stuck in that city over there, and then I have one that's probably it's gonna. It seems to be the ones I really want badly. I got the Joker from Gemini Collectibles. I got the Joker Chase in common, and yeah. So instead of playing Chase Roulette, I decided to play Chase Shotgun. But anyways, point is, I got this, and they're stuck in LAX. And if it's anything like I got when I ordered, not ordered, but when Funko Shots sold me a Boba Fett, if it's anything like that, it's going to be stuck in LAX for the next month, most likely. Figures when you want something bad enough, that's when fate sits there and goes, you know what? Let's play with them a little. But yeah, definitely something I'll be happy once I get it. But overall, I mean, so far not too bad. This looks like a pretty decent STCC. I'm just kind of curious now as to where everything's going to end up lying at the end of the day, because I do know that a lot of this stuff is going to be showing up at different locations, and at least here in our part of the world right now, I was mentioning here in Canada, well, Ontario specifically, we have different phases for COVID, and each phase, the higher the number is, the more privileges. Rest of the province is moving on to phase 2, which means groups of 10 people. More stores will be opening, and things will become, I guess, not as solidified and a little more socially fluent, I guess, would be a eloquent way of putting it. But unfortunately, everything surrounding Lake Ontario, or as we like to call the Golden Horseshoe, is now still on phase 1, which basically is less fluid and more like Jello. So, oh well, nothing I can do, right? But overall, hopefully that'll change before STCC, so at least we'll be able to get, at least our hot topic in EB Games purchases. Because, yes, they call it the Golden Horseshoe because, as anybody knows, the Great Lakes, Lake Ontario, like all the other lakes, are an oval. Now, the reason why they call it the Golden Horseshoe is because if you look at a map of Ontario, all the major cities, all the major places of commerce, all the major, where you'll find the most densely populated area is around the lake, which, because we share the lake with, our neighbors to the south a bit, that it gets called the Golden Horseshoe. Actually, because I still got some time. I know it's not populated, but you know what? If kids, hold on just a second here. So let's take a look. So, all right. So from Toronto all the way to Niagara Falls, which is a nice little is where all the major cities are. So, and if we move to satellite, it'll give you a better idea. See, there's Toronto, there's Etobicoke, Oakville, and my package is stuck here in Mississauga, which means if it is in Mississauga, it's probably at the Mississauga airport. Yeah, EB Games are open. However, it's the rules aren't exactly what I would actually. I'm going to post that up there for so everyone can see it, Mary. Yes, you are right. EB Games is now open. That is absolutely true. However, the problem with this is that the rules are inconsistent. Some stores will allow people in and to browse and peruse products. Other stores are telling people you can come in, but you're coming in to buy a pre-order, and whatever you want, you basically, once you obtain it in hand, you can't, move other things around to see if there's a better version of it. So, and not all the stores are following that rule. So it's not ideal, especially for a Funko collector. And I'm not, I'm in no place to have a gripe about it. It is their business. They are welcome to run it the way they wish. And considering all things that are going on, I respect why they're doing it. It's just, it's kind of like being told you're getting ice cream and then somebody comes by and gives you a nice big pile of ground up tuna fish. I mean, it's fine. It's cool. It's just not what I wanted. So I'm patient, but yeah, so that's why it's called the Golden Horseshoe. I mean, and then there's where I am, which is here. But that is, let's remove that. So, I'm going to have to wrap things up just because, unfortunately, it appears that my lunch break will be over very soon. And sadly enough, I have to work. So I can afford more hair elastics because, honestly, for anybody, doesn't matter of the gender, who has long, Tyrone. Oh, there's always a straggler. Hey, Tyrone. I'll be on for a little few more minutes, but not much longer. I gotta work. It sucks, and honestly, today has been. It could be better. Also, it could be cooler too. I would appreciate that, but it's supposed to. Oh, and it's officially hit 31, which I have no idea what that's going to be in Fahrenheit, but it's not ideal. Let's just leave it at that. But yeah, that's pretty well it. I got nothing else. But so I'm off tomorrow. However, I am working Friday, but I believe it is a later shift. So chances are I'll be on, but much later. Dude, I got this. For the record, Tyrone is across the pond in the UK, and him and I were talking about Iron Brew and some other British imports. Just to give you an idea, my father was from Coleridge, Scotland. My mother is Mohawk native, and so one of my favorite loves is Iron Brew. So he was talking about trying to send me a can, and I said, no, dude, you can't, because unfortunately you can't send things in a pressurized vessel. And so apparently he decided to, and I'll post it up here. For the record, Iron Brew is a Scottish soft drink. And I got Iron Brew, man, and it was so syrupy. God, it was so bad. Oh, man. It probably separated between point A and point B somehow. I don't know. I would never buy food off Amazon just because I would say my success rate with Amazon is about 70, maybe 80%, but that 20%, man, you do not want to risk when you're ingesting whatever it is, especially, let's be honest, pop by itself isn't exactly what you consider an ideal meal. But anyways, I really do have to go, unfortunately, people. It's like a recipe from the 1800s. Yeah, well, 87 Fahrenheit plus, but the humidity is around 40, so it makes it, which would make it 104. Glad I have air conditioning. I do too. I do as well, Mary. Unfortunately, the building I live in, and some people know this, is they used to make potbelly stoves here. So the walls here are about anywhere between 2 to 3 feet thick, depending on where you are. So this room here, which is my main room, is you see where the fridge is here. That is a support beam. That entire wall is masonry. And then on the other side is where my bedroom is also masonry. So this place gets hot really, really quick. Forget about work. Yeah, I do that, and my boss will remind me of my obligations, and I'd rather not have that discussion. Anyways, uh, I gotta get going because I have to. I appreciate you guys all coming out. I want to take the time to thank hashtag Larry, Andrew for coming out, along with K Titus, Toy Ninja, Jaden, Quick Draw McGraw, Christina Payne. Thank you for coming out, along with Mary Hancock. I appreciate you coming out for your first time. I do them around this time most days. What else? Who else? Pop 83. By the way, thank you again, you along with hashtag Larry for sending me that STC leak list. I really appreciate it. It helped me out a lot. Tyrone, I'm sorry you showed up the last moment, man. But again, I'm gonna try to do these as much as possible. All right. Well, I want to thank you guys. I want to thank everyone for coming out. And remember, stay cool, stay healthy, and stay good, and be well to each other. All right. Bye now.